Comic Army. Happy New Comic Book Day. My name is Chris the Comic Vet. And, prayers to Damar Hamlin. All right. Let's keep this comic book orientated. It's been a rough week, man. Like going back to work, getting up at 4 in the morning sure does suck. And I haven't recovered or I haven't gotten into work mode from being on, Christmas and New Year's holidays or whatever. Rob, are you in bad shape too?
Oh, I'm good because I have to work all the time anyways. But yes, congratulations to that guy over there for hitting 1,000. Congratulations.
My goodness, I don't even have anything made yet for super chats. I feel like I need to call Cinnamon to the stage, but that's the wrong channel. Thank you very much.
Just acknowledge them and say thank you.
Thank you very much. TW. Jim's still dancing.
I'll dance for you. Here you go.
And Brian.
I forgot my my Spider-Man t-shirt.
What do we got? What do we got there?
Spider-Man.
All right, let's go with this pose. All right, let's say hello to the chat. And back top of the ladder is Los Scrooges 1971. James, hope that you're doing well. 25 Perez through the mail.
Beginning of the centipede, or is it?
What?
You said top of the ladder. It also could be the beginning of the human centipede.
Wow, human centipede, man! It didn't even take like 2 minutes, and you're drawing out the human centipede. I'm impressed. 25 Perez through the mail. Thanks for joining us, Paul. Hope that your small business did well today. Hello to all. He's saying only DC Comics so far. Everything else is coming in tomorrow. Well, again, I guess Canada's bizarro world, or at least my part of it. E-Man, hope that you're doing well, my man. Chip is saying hello. Dan, Blue Hellion Comics. Hashtag Blue Crew. I like that. That's pretty good. Brian, hello. Again, Chip, thank you very much. You are the first. And Mr. Durr, collecting with Durrs. Hello, my man.
What's up, Cheers?
A comic book word. I caught the interview last night, bits and pieces of it. Pretty good.
Yeah, I never would have figured the spec book would have been Warlord. But yeah. It's an interesting show. I watched it too.
Cali Comics. Thanks for spending some time with us. Marcus, my man.
Marcus.
Appreciate you. Appreciate all the comedy you're bringing to my life as well. Even if it's just 13 seconds long. All right. So where to begin? Let's talk about going 1K. I've really been pestering Rob and Chip and Marco over at Switch Comics because I tried to monetize, and because when you hit 1K, that's what you do. Like if you have a successful video or two, you want to monetize that video and hope that it does well. So I've made like 36 cents Canadian so far. And
yes. Tim Hortons, here you come.
And no, that's not enough for a newspaper, but I'm getting there. And but the one thing that was missing, so I wanted to Brian's here, Taylor's here, Jim will eventually get there. But when you get to 1K, when you hit that monetize button, things open up, and you have a couple different tabs that you can select. One is ads, where you can set up your videos and start drawing revenue from ads and stuff like that. And the second one is supers. And that exactly is what Chip just did there. It was kind enough to gift something like that during a live stream.
Yeah.
And the other part that I thought should have been there is channel memberships. So I've been on the back of Rob more so than what I usually am, because I'm usually always on Rob's back, just holding on for dear life. But I've been pestering. Yes, I've been
latched on.
like a tick on a deer. I've been on Rob, and I've been
like
on
an
Chip,
on his mother.
And I've been asking Marco, like, what happened? Like, did you guys get this right off the bat? And Rob's just like, calm down, it'll be there. Well, the worst thing to tell me is to
to
calm down or be patient because it doesn't exist in my life. So I reached out to Chip. I'm like, Chip, did you get it? And Chip's like, Chris, I don't remember. And I'm like, you literally just crossed over. He's like, well, Chris, I think it was there. I don't know. So I reached out to Marco and I'm like, Marco, did it happen with you? And he's just like, I think it took a little bit of time, but I'm not sure. So lo and behold, last night I draw Chip backstage to StreamYard here, and I just put in a bunch of letters like EB, whatever. And so I Chip and I are backstage here just chatting, and I'm sharing my screen with him, and he's just like, well, Marty, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you, Marty. And so Chip comes backstage, and I'm sharing my screen with him, and I'm showing my YouTube studio, and I'm hoping this is informational for you guys. And we're going through everything, and he's like, well, let's take a look at your AdSense. So I go over to YouTube AdSense, and we go through it and correct a few things that needed to get done. And the point of the story is, around 9 o'clock this morning, when I took my lunch break, I happened to go on my work computer, and I flicked over to my YouTube studio. And lo and behold, the channel membership was there. So you guys are now, I know you guys are about to cross over 1,000 in the very near future.
It comes in phases.
It comes
Just be
in
patient
phases. And take it from Rob.
Phase 1.
Take it easy.
Well, so
be patient.
This was from our mutual friend, Mark, Legion of Comics, who was very, very clear about this. For anyone who would listen, he's talked about this before, that YouTube releases it in stages. They give you a piece, here's some steps, you do this thing, and then they do the next. And then here's this, and here's some steps, and you can do the. So they kind of force you to do a walk me type scenario. So they spoon feed you. Here comes the airplane. Open your mouth into the hangar. All right, good.
Just don't turn the fire hose on.
Right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I wanted to publicly apologize to Marco, to Rob, and to Chip for being wildly immature and impatient, and being scared crapless because I was Canadian and none of this was going to work for me because everyone else was working fine.
I
but why
apologize
wasn't it
to all
working
those
for me?
people too, because I was on a stream with Gary B and couldn't answer Chris's questions from the get-go, so he had to go elsewhere for his panic.
Yes, but thankfully the president of StreamYard was able to help me, and just like there's a couple things here we need to correct, so we corrected it. And whether that helped with the channel membership being able to start today or not, I don't know. But I really feel like that monkey hopped off my back, because I just kind of thought, like, just when you're sitting back and you're watching everyone go through the 1K, and then next thing you know, everything is available. Like, they're making money off their videos. They monetize that way. People are sending super chats, and they got the channel memberships and everything. It's all so cool and fascinating to watch. But when it happens to you, and you first hit 1,000, and then it rolls you back 11, then you got to cross 1,000 again, and it dials you back a little bit, but not to the point where you're back under 1,000. And then it says, well, you have to wait now before you monetize. So then you monetize, like, wait now before you can do the channel membership. Then you get the channel membership. Now it's just a question of when do I launch?
Well, at least I think some of the folks have had longer time. They have longer buildups on some of it, because there's a lot of people within the group that hit 1,000 but don't have the watch hours initially. And so, I mean, I think
this is like the 1% complaining about their tax bracket right now.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting for Taylor. Taylor, you held it a long time, buddy. I'm proud of you.
You did well.
Me, I'm just listening.
Boom.
Going, are you fucking kidding?
But anyways, congratulations, Chris.
And boom.
Here's what all that translates down to. Guys, real soon you'll be able to pay Chris money, be a member, just so he knows that you're his friend and that you like him.
But no, what I'm thinking is for those of you that are still interested, maybe not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that, I'll maybe hit the hold button on Show Us What You Got and go live at that point then and give away all the slabs and everything. And kind of to take a look back. I've reached out to a few members of the YouTube community that I have a lot of respect for and asked them if they wanted to say something and put together a little sizzle reel and do that and give away a bunch of stuff and have a couple duck races. Brian, kudos to you for that at the end of the live stream, and launched a channel membership at that point. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. And yeah.
Oh, Miss, so you didn't know you needed me? Now I'm crushed.
At
But
least she realizes it now.
the chat has popped a little bit more. Let's.
It was fun to see though during Rob's live 1,000 subscriber giveaway, all the people signing up as members. That was that was fun to see.
And Chip as well. It's
Chip.
both of them. It was just really cool to witness that happen. Like being backstage with Rob, and all of a sudden it's all starting to happen. Mark was first, and then I'm like, well, I can't be third, so I'm going to be second. And
I
then
set it all up, and then didn't enable it until before we went.
Okay. And then and Chip as well. It's Chip was giving away some stuff, and the memberships are just rolling in, and I was like, this is really cool to watch, man. Like watching the community come together for these channels and for these excellent creators. It was
For me,
something
it's not about
special
me.
to watch.
It's about cancer. They're coming to kick cancer's ass. If it was to watch Rob, I'd have 3 subscribers, or 3 members.
3 members.
Yeah, instead of.
Stop it.
Have you checked
Stop
in,
it.
Rob, on the? I'm sure you have. I haven't. What's the total up to? Has donations been trickling in?
Well, so the end of the year is done, and so
okay.
And so it was like 22,700 and something. It's like we were, or maybe it was 23,000. So, yeah. Actually, it had to be over 23, but so it was like getting real close to going to that next mark, because after the auction, we did have, like, I had one more set of the Rogue Trader bundle, 20-pack bundle of pressings that didn't go, and somebody reached out to me after the auction and said, hey, if that's still available, I'll match what you paid. And so we said absolutely, and
Right.
so things like that. So there was a little bit more that trickled in. And then what's real nice is the membership and stuff. I was actually really surprised. I mean, I'm looking, and between the memberships and what little ad revenues, and there's already almost $100 going to Comix Curing Cancer this month. So, and then that doesn't count the merch. I have to go look. The merch store has a little bit there, some of the stuff. But so periodically, I just pull it all down and dump it into the donation tracker there on Comix Curing Cancer. It'll be great.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna say hello to some more people in the chat. Tito 2022, what's up? Kelly, hope that new comic book day was good for Retro Rocket Comics. Miss So has joined us. Hope that you're doing well. And I believe Miss So was a big winner on Chip's giveaway.
She wants something that like he didn't have to ship, which is great.
Right.
Yeah. Was it it might have been it was a giant Funko, I think, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
it was the big Batman. Yeah.
That's literally the best outcome ever, because they're driving distance from each other. So like
TJ, happy new comic book day. 80s guy, awesome handle. I gotta admit. Marty again, thank you very much. Chip, hey, I'm old, leave me alone. We always got time for the president.
No doubt.
Empire Comics, what's up? Larry has joined us. El Green Machine. Collecting with Durs is saying 1K subs doesn't scare me. It's the watch hours that's the challenge. Rob, you want to give the young man a tip about watch hours?
The proper way?
just the tip.
Just the tip.
I mean, hell, live shows have a longer period of people watching duration. So if you look at any of your analytics, the average watch time per video typically on a live video is longer than a pre-recorded where people may just skip to the hits.
Yeah, and you can be live and go talk about absolutely goddamn nothing like we did last night on Cranky Comic Chat, and you'll get views.
And get like 50 hours. Yeah.
But also, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, hell, whenever I leave my house, I in my dog's home alone, I put on my playlist on a different account and it plays.
Yeah.
Now, it's not a lot of watch hours, but it's, a little something extra. And my dog's watching.
Collecting Winters, my big tip is if you're going to be a channel that gives back to the community, every 100 or so, if you have like a celebration of 400 or 500 or 600 subscribers, those, I'm sure Jim can attest to this because he just had a celebration himself. Those do very well. People come out of the woodwork for that thing, for a chance to win a prize, and you may get up to 50, 60 people, even up to like Rob had over 100 people at some points.
Hosting a Comics Curing Cancer event helps.
Yeah.
And
those are easy hours. Like easily you can get over 100 to 200 to 300 hours just from one sitting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Marco making his debut on my channel.
Wow. We got to hurry up and get to it because he's got to do his own in 40 minutes.
No rush today. No rush today. I'm not streaming tonight.
Oh,
that's why he's making an appearance.
Got it.
AR, happy new comic book day.
I want to throw in one thing.
Sure.
If you can get Pocan Joe to appear on a stream with you, some weird stuff happens with YouTube because my brother and I had Pocan Joe on, and up until that point, I don't know. I don't think I had a video that had maybe like 60, 70 views. Except for the Comic-Cons. All my Comic-Con videos were like huge. They were like 100, 200 views. Pocan Joe comes on. We sit there and talk about the rings he made for us and the different con stuff. Almost 400 and some views just because Pocan Joe came on. And I thought he might have done something weird because you know how he is.
Yeah, his unboxing match was my highest watch one of last year too.
Yeah, so he's a celebrity, bro.
He's a cheating son of a bitch, is what he is.
He also has some type of voodoo that he does with YouTube.
Yeah, they're called little NFT tabs. He stick everywhere.
Empire Comics, and man, I was on the road to 1K last December. I had around 800 followers, but life hit, and I had to slow down with the videos. And 1 year later, I'm only at 920.
Welcome to my world, sir. Silver ma'am. Or smam.
It happens. It can be a grind, but hang in there, man. Even if you put out a couple of videos a month, people do pay attention. Do you get bonus points if I watch the full commercial? I think so.
Minimally.
Yeah, like Marco, I'm sure you can attest to that. It's you can put skippable or make people watch a 15 or 30-second video. It's like I said, like I've got a few videos that have done well, and I've only made like 38 cents.
Also, if you say Pocan Joe like 3 times, he magically shows up in chat.
The one thing I did. The one thing that I did, and that's just because I can't stand the ones in the middle, so I didn't enable the ones that are going to interrupt your video. You can, so that's my gift to everyone. I hate it too. So
do obviously do your channel however you want to. But a little fun fact: the unskippable ads actually pay you less. They're more irritating, and they'll give you less money for whatever reason. I don't understand it, but that's how they work.
There you are.
Miss So, me, Chip, Taylor, and whoever wants to join us are trying to get together at a shop over the Illinois border in Wisconsin in the near future. Who's going to give me the books then? Okay, I'm talking about the prize that she hit.
Awesome.
Marco, I'm sorry I didn't realize that you were in the chat first.
Oh, I was there for like 45 seconds, maybe at most.
Yeah.
No videos. I was getting my stuff together.
Yeah. Well,
Dan,
thank you very much, Dan. That's kind of you. And Chris is my favorite host of a show that doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Wow. I'm hurt.
I think he was just referencing the Pokemon episode.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Pokean Joe. I advertise the show on all my socials. Yeah. Our pleasure. Our pleasure. Okay. He's going to catch us on the rewind. Gentlemen, Kenneth Bird has joined us. And Chris from Retro Rocket. Ladies and gentlemen, Retro Rocket, my favorite comic shop in Ontario. This is the LCS I hit up every day. And they were closed yesterday, but opened this afternoon. I was able to get in there. Unfortunately, DC was not available today, or at least when I was in there, but Marvel was there as well as the Indies. And I was able to pick up the DC stuff from last week, and I'm excited to show the book that I got that everyone else seemed to get last week except for me. And DJ Lynx is in the house, my man. Hope that you're doing well. And so Dan's asking the $1 million question. And look at this. This is the Bizarro world. This is the Bizarro episode that I never knew that was going to exist, but yet here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the LCS has paid back. No. Chris, thank you very much. Chris is actually one of the kindest guys in the world, and his wife that you'd ever meet. As you can remember, when I did my subscriber giveaway a while ago, I put together a bunch of mystery boxes and gave them away. Chris is the one that donated all the books. 99.9% of all those books came from Retro Rocket Comics, and he asked for nothing in return. Absolutely nothing. He didn't ask for a shout out. Nothing. So yeah, this is what good people are, and Chris and his wife are definitely one of those type of people.
I changed my stripper name to Retro Rocket.
Yeah, so E's saying that the big two was there, but no indies.
Same here.
AR saying just DC for him, and yeah. All right, let's get into it, guys. It's been a hell of a good chat, but like I said, Marvel and Indie and DC from last week, like we always do on this channel, at least with me. We start with the franchise. This is just Spider-Man issue number 4. It's kind of got like, what vibes would you say this is? If this was homaging anything,
I don't know if it was an homage, but I was definitely looking at it, and there's something about the art that seemed very familiar.
Is it like a Secret Wars?
Secret Wars 2 issue 1. I kind of thought of Mr. Fantastic. Interesting. Or pardon me, introducing the She-Hulk on that FF cover. A little bit of that flavor, but yeah, the shadow definitely reminds me of the Beyonder for Secret Wars 2 issue 1.
It was also just the way that all the characters were drawn. There's like there's something about them that's just a little different. They're all very slender. They're all very long. I don't know what it is. I can't when I figure it out, I'll be like, duh. But
yeah, I think it's an homage to something, but I can't tell what. So
right,
I'm going with Secret Wars. It reminds me of Secret Wars.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Jim. That and a little bit of the FF as well, where Mr. Fantastic introduces.
Yeah, it's Secret Wars. Yeah. It's definitely Secret Wars.
Okay, KBDM. Hello, Scott, my man. Hope that you're doing well. And Canadian. It shows up as Canadian. From last week was Spider-Man Double Trouble. I picked this up, or I requested this book because apparently there's a new version of Dr. Octopus, or pardon me, Mysterio. So there's a female Mysterio that shows up in this one.
It's a kid's book.
It is a kid's book, but so was the first appearance of Harley Quinn, apparently.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
This is the book everyone may want to consider picking up. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, issue 8, first appearance in this. And this arc that's kicked off here is excellent. Captain America, again, one of my favorite reads from last year. Sentinel of Liberty, that is continuing to deliver. I went with Mark's hot pick, Joe Fixit, issue number 1. Yeah, Yeah, so Peter David returns to the Hulk, or Gray Hulk at least. One of my favorite new Spider-Man villains, Queen Goblin, shows up in Gold Goblin, and it's just going to be Goblin.
Goblin.
I unfortunately don't have Mad Spidey's gobble thing. Yeah, I don't have that.
Gobble.
So yeah, this might be the jumping off point for me in Gold Goblin.
Yep.
I just picked it up because I do enjoy Queen Goblin. Candidate for cover of the week, Star Wars issue 30. Mark. Luke Skywalker still with a yellow lightsaber. Something is killing the children of the Black Sun. No, this is just Ablaze.
Children of the Black Sun.
Children of the Black Sun.
Is that a Star Wars book?
No.
Oh, because the Black Sun is a crime syndicate within Star Wars.
I'm smelling a lawsuit and potential.
No, they stole it from there. I mean, it's a science fiction trope. It's been around for decades.
Right. I went with the variant cover, the Purplicious Spawn. Again, the Todd McFarlane less Spawn. From last week, Detective Comics 1067. I don't think Rob enjoyed this cover, but I like it a lot. Harley Quinn, the B cover for issue 25.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled.
It's all right looking.
It's like Harley Quinn sells comics. Why cover her up so that way you can barely see her?
But it's an introduction of a new Harley.
Yeah, it's the Harley who laughs.
It's
I don't
the
care.
edgy people.
Is it really the Harley who laughs?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's
And I finally got the book that I was really jealous of. Not FOMO, just jealousy that everyone got. I got Action Comics 1050, but the foily finally.
Yeah. Good for you.
So yeah, Chris pulled it out and he's like, I have this for you. And I'm like, terrific. Put that down and into a bag.
$45.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I think it was covered.
I'm teasing.
I think it was covered. So yeah, that was my new comic book day. And
Awesome.
yeah, I did ask Chris to put aside the B and C cover for Batman, the Joe Quesada, and the Art Germ. Everyone that's watching, you may see it in the next little bit with these handsome devils, because I'm presuming Batman might be the one book that everyone has in common after this. And Marty is saying the Scarlet Witch. Yes, the Scarlet Witch variants were awesome sauce this week. Glad that he could grab a few. I have yet to take a look at the Scarlet Witch, I'll be honest.
It's written by Steve Orlando, who you couldn't pay me enough to read one of his books again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was an okay
read. That's a lie. You could pay me enough. Maybe that'll be my monetization channel.
Pay me to read your book.
Yeah.
Pay me to read your book.
Payola lives on the Taylor Winder channel.
Let's get popping. Appreciate you stopping by. And yes, the Black Sun book is by the artist of the House of Slaughter. And all right, Freaky Lewis dropped by. Freaky, my man. Hope that you're doing well. Kelly Comics, everyone. They're saying that today's polls was Darkwing Duck number 1, 1991.
From 1991, yeah. They were.
Junior Woodchucks, Chippendale Rescue Rangers number 1, Sugar and Spike 44, Batman Death Blow, Free Comic Book Day, Divergence number 1, Batman The Dark Knight Returns, and Space Usagi.
Wow.
Number 1.
Interesting.
Comics by the Bay has joined us, my man. Appreciate your time. Let's get popping. Thanks for stopping. And that's how you pull things out of your ass. Rob, show us what you got.
Well, sure. So the first thing I picked up from my LCS today, I saw it and I immediately knew Chris, the comic vet, will love this when I show this, and even more so when I say that I'm going to give this away on Chris's 1K celebration give-a-thon. This will be one of the things I give away. But I picked it up today. The Epic Collection.
Oh,
the Amazing
my God.
Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt.
Oh, my goodness. Greatest Spider-Man story ever told. Yes.
So I saw that today, and I knew that we had to pick that up for you.
Rob, look at the size of that thing. That's got to be like, oh my goodness.
It's a hefty. It's a $45 US, $56 Canadian book.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible.
Well, now you're monetized. Kidding.
Yeah, and I get $0 of it.
I know, dude. I'm just.
I'm the poorest monetized channel there is. What are you talking about? So kicking off for me this week, Batman.
Andy, how you doing, Marine?
Picked up the A cover there. Kind of like that. So now I don't have to give it to him. You never have to give him anything. You can always sell him things. There's the Art Germ cover that I think Chris was referencing here for the Batman.
That's phenomenal. That's great work.
So there's two. This is the regular B cover. It'll only cost you the regular B cover price, and then there's also a 1 in 50, I think it is, which is a virgin version. I did not get that. I only went with the 1 in 25, the David Nakayama variant.
We're directing traffic.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's
I think that's a goofy poster, Batman. I love Nakayama, but
yeah, well, I don't care.
I was trying to be a rapper.
The crossing guard pose.
It looks like he just like popped out trying to spook you. Like,
yeah, I'm Batman.
It's the Inquisition.
Oh my God, that's what I was thinking of too. If you're old enough to know what that is,
right? And then for my boy Freaky Louie, who mentioned this in the chat, absolutely had to get Gold Goblin, but I had to get the homage.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or as my boy Freak with the homage, baby. Yeah. Yeah, of course, we went with the Spider-Man.
The Secret Wars variant. Nice.
Yeah, glad to see Andy's return to YouTube.
The Mystery of the Ultra 7, as I continue to read my Ultraman.
My kid asked about that today. I might have to go back and get the back issues.
Oh, Rob, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
But we need to bring attention.
Hey, thank you.
Everyone,
Girls in the house.
What is a
69
vert girl?
is saying that there's free vert.
The vert girls are here.
Yeah.
Chat girls, and also if the heart wasn't good enough, there is a fire symbol. And
they would come after Rob.
And Larry has cut the triple X of the triple trinity of the goodness here. Free vert girls chat here. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We're going to
so as Chris was saying, we did get that Star Wars issue 30. Not a bad cover.
Star Wars.
Although,
thank you, Louie.
I did like the 1 in 10 a little bit better. I don't know.
Wow.
That's nice.
That looks like the Mighty Giant.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that's the
Iron Giant.
And I like the 1
Iron
in 10.
Giant. Yeah,
I like the 1 in 10 better than the 1 in 25.
more jazz hands.
But that's it, Chris. Some Star Wars, some stuff. But I know your big thing.
Well, that's glorious. Look at that Mike Zeck, beautiful cover.
Yeah. I was thrown off because I'm starting reading it, and the very first article story is all the Iron Man stuff with Arno Stark, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about all that.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna throw TW into the hot spot.
Like 2 ice cubes. It's too cool.
I've got a very big stack this week.
Show us what you got.
Fantastic Four, number 3.
Forgot about that.
I don't think you're missing anything.
Jason Bateman, number 131.
Batman.
John Stewart, Emerald Knight, number 1, because it was such a slow week. I figured I needed at least 4 books.
Have you gone through that book yet, Taylor?
What's that?
Have you gone through that book?
About 8:30 when I thought of it. And then Super Spy issue number 1.
Right.
Or no, hang on. Spy Superb. Sorry.
No. Have you looked at the back cover of that book?
I have. There's a receipt.
Got a sweet back cover.
There's a receipt there.
Yeah, it's like the laziest, most awesome cover ever.
That's basically the same thing that Chris said. He's like, this cover is glorious.
Well, technically, it's a double cover. I mean, it's like this is the actual
Warlord
cover, but
what was the cover price? Was what, $7.99 on that book?
Holy crap! I guess it was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it?
Jeez.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking it up, but it was $7.99.
John Stewart was $6 too. So
yeah, the artwork.
Well, there you go. I'm trade weighing that one. So all right. Yeah, that's it. $4. It was a crap week for comics.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't get the Gold Goblin, sir.
I don't give a flying. Spider-Man events make me want to. Never mind.
You're not in the Goblin?
All right.
I mean, they're sucking more than Goblin, but
okay. They go hand in hand.
Oh, yeah. What is happening already, Jim? Show us what you got. Nice shirt, by the way.
Well, thank you. It must be upside down day. None of you guys got DC. My LCS, who never gets shyite, got DC. So I went with this one. It's just the A cover of Dark Knights of Steel. The B cover looked cool, but it was. I'm already got, it's Batmaned out. It's Batman's on the front of it, and I wasn't that impressed with it. I got this Batman 131, the Fabok book.
Yeah, I liked that cover, and I thought about it, but I was like, by the time I already had 3 covers, I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's the one I went with. I like
Fabok does do a good Batman.
Yeah, I like Chris's book better, but this is the only one they had, and I'm getting this book and reading it because Marvel Matt Comics by the Bay did a little snippet on it, and it piqued my curiosity when he did his review for New Comic Book Day. So I had to get that. This is the only Marvel I got because this is what's in my pool right now. So, I didn't. I saw a really cool Captain America. What is it you're reading? Sentinel
Liberty. Yep.
Yeah, and it was like the Captain America issue 100 homage on the cover. It looked dope, but I didn't get it because I was like, wait, I'm not reading this. Why am I getting this? Berserker, which has got to be ending soon, right?
Yeah.
I told my wife I would get all the issues, and I'm thinking, what? We've got one more, right? It's going to 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm about done with Berserker anyway. And the last book, which is really irritating, but because I need to find issue 3, is Calculated Man issue 4. I have enjoyed Calculated Man, but neither one of the LCSs had issue 3, which pissed me off. And so I put it on my pull because I heard Rob's voice going, well, why don't you just have it on your pull, idiot? And I was like, yeah, Rob, you're right. So I put it on my pull, and I got issue 4. But I still have to find issue 3. And that's it. That's all I got. Oh, except for this, because I like to show it every chance I get. The big book. The big George Perez book.
That's awesome.
Sweet. That's it.
Tate saying, hello, all you beautiful people. I hope everyone is having a fantastic new year. Marco, thank you so much for my win on Rob's 1K celebration. Glad I get to thank you in person.
Man, I hope that Tate's actually doing well. It's up there, up in the where he is at. It's got a lot of rain issues, even for them.
TJ is saying, I want to make it through Secret Invasion. We'll see. Jim, how are you feeling about that miniseries?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. They've done Secret Invasion, I think, 3 or 4 times now. So how much more invading they can do, I don't know. But I'm going to stick with it. We'll stick with it. TJ, and I'll text you and we'll talk about it. Because I do that with Chris all the time when we would do DC versus vampires and something would happen. I'd be like, Chris, what the hell was that? He's like, be calm. It's going to be okay. Kim telling me that.
So for the first time, I'm going to ask Marco, show us what you got.
Real quick for you, Tate, I have a real quick question for Tate. I'm just curious if he's north or south of where the road washed out. I'm just kind of curious. Sorry.
Oh, good. I have the smallest stack I've had in a very long time, which is still pretty decent.
Nice.
I may be a little confused because some of my DC stuff might maybe be from last week. So for those of you that didn't know, every now and then DC will ship out 2 shipments together, and it's notified on the invoice, but the person who put them away didn't pay attention to that. So we put out all of our DC books last week, and so I picked through what I believe was last week, but I could be maybe a little wrong. So I got Poison Ivy. Was that 8? I forgot. No, it's only. Oh yeah, 8. Okay, my bad. So I got the A cover. Been enjoying this story. Kind of getting into the new arc here. But the real kicker is the Frizzen cover.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
incredible.
I always got to pick up any good Ivy cover and pretty much any Frizzen cover. Every now and then she'll do an indie book that I don't care about, but yeah. Also picked up Batman. Been really enjoying this. I think the failsafe arc was pretty good. I think the way that it ended made it kind of hard to go forward, but it seems like Zdarsky has a direction that he's going with, and I don't know, with this other world thing or whatever. Then we have Gotham City. Name's too long. I can't remember it all. Was this? This is the one I'm really not sure. I was like, this maybe was last week.
No, it was there this week.
Okay,
that's it.
Does any of y'all check this out? It's been a pretty interesting, just dirty detective kind of nobody's really a good guy kind of story,
right?
Just everybody's got their own stuff that they're hiding, and it's been pretty interesting. I think probably the last issue was my favorite one.
John, thanks for joining us.
This one I know is older. I had to reorder it because we ran out of them.
Very nice.
Yeah,
just Alien. Come on.
My brother's a big Alien Alien fan, so we always try to get the better variants. And then I've been getting all the 20th anniversary of whatever Attack of the Clones variants. I grew up on those movies, so they may not be very good, but they have a special place.
Whoa! Attack of the Clones is 20 years old.
Yeah.
What happened to me, man? Frig.
We're rotting away, man.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
And then this is one Shang-Chi. This is the new Master of the Ten Rings. This is a series my brother's reading. Well, he's very behind on Shang-Chi, but he's reading. You know how it goes. Same with this one. I think he read the first issue of this and just isn't caught up on it, but he did grab this cover here. And then I picked up a few Scarlet Witch covers. I picked up the blank one. I've been picking up blanks. I had a little collection of them, and I sent them off to a friend of mine that lives in Texas, and she's going to do a whole bunch of sketches for me. So this is technically my first new one to start up my second batch that I'll eventually hand to her, but I gave her a lot. She's gonna be busy for a while. But also I just really like that color of red, like that kind of slightly dark,
very nice.
Red. Yeah. It really, I don't know. I was like, I gotta have that.
That's how artists can do a lot with
Scarlet.
Yeah.
It's so. I see what you did there.
Sorry.
No, all good. I set it up. I set it up for you.
That is glorious.
That's cool.
I'm really struggling. So this is the Maliv variant, and I don't know. I've made a New Year's resolution to myself. I want to keep better track of like my favorite books that I've read and the covers that I liked and stuff over the year. And that's really hard to do when you get to the end of the year and you're like, what came out at the beginning of the year? I don't remember. So I'm going to start posting on Instagram each week my favorite read and my favorite cover. And I'm having a struggle between these two. I don't know which one to pick.
I'm not the one to ask because
no, he's not. He's gonna say prison all day long.
Yeah, you could show Jenny Frizen with just a flower, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's Frizen all day long. But
no, I agree. I love Frizen, but I do also really like Malieve, and I'm a sucker for like crazy hair and good negative space. So I'll have to think about it. But I don't know who did this one, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
That one's I almost picked up the A cover, which was Dodderman, but I got enough books. And then I have not reading Avengers. My brother's reading Avengers, but I'd pick up almost every art germ. I didn't even know who this was. That's my brother. I'm like, who is this? We have the first Phoenix of Earth or something. I don't know, but it's a sweet cover.
Right.
And then my brother also grabbed that one. Because again, he's reading Avengers, and then I opted for the what are they calling these? The anatomy variants or something on Secret Invasion.
See, they didn't give me that option.
That's pretty cool.
That one,
yes,
way over this one. Oh,
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I've never seen that either, but now I kind of want it.
And I'm really digging this story. Jim, you didn't read this issue yet, right?
No, I haven't read issue 3 yet.
I like Ryan's.
I'm not hating it. Yeah, I'm not hating it.
I like his. He's a good one to put like that crazy thing on the very last page. You're like, oh my god, what just happened? You know,
right?
So something crazy happens at the very end of this one, and there's a pretty interesting twist in the middle of the book too. But yeah, I'm digging it. And with that being said, his other book that he's working on right now, Fantastic Four. Not digging it as much. I definitely like the Secret Invasion a bit better, but I do feel this is building up to something because something bad, or the Fantastic Four are maybe responsible for something bad that happened, and he's not telling us what it is yet. But there's like in the first issue, there's like a big, huge explosion in New York,
right?
So kind of just setting the pieces together. But picked up Joe Fixit, which was just a fun read. One of those that's like, it's not necessarily like, like mind-blowing, it's good or whatever, but it's just fun. There's a Spider-Man appearance in here and just beating up some bad guys and just, a good time. And then that was all my pulls. And then I got a few extra little things. Picked up this old Pokemon issue. Just a fun Surfing Pikachu cover. And then near and dear to my heart, picked up an Alf number 50, which is
nice. Do you have the matching seal cover to go with that one?
I don't. I was looking. I nearly bought one the other day because someone had a 6.0 on auction on eBay, and I was like, it's kind of cheaper, but do I want a 6.0? I don't know. And then I ended up buying some other things. So, but this was pretty fun. I'm not a run collector by any means. Like I mean, if I'm reading it, I'll collect it that way, but I don't go back and like collect runs. But if I were to ever collect a run, like set that as a goal, it'd probably be with Alf. I really, really love Alf. And so this is the final issue. And it's pretty funny. I don't know if it'll show up here. So up in the top there, let's see if it'll focus. He's checking out a Hotel Marvel there. And it says canceled on it, and then they killed me, Yeah. So big Alf fan. I actually frequently watch it. And then I got I figured since this is my first appearance here, and potentially my last one. Our schedules don't usually line up. I'm not streaming tonight. Usually, because I just got off work. I got home and I got on the computer. But usually I rush home. I grab something to eat real quick and then get ready for stream. But like I said, potentially the last. I'd like to be on again. CJ? But regardless, to commemorate the occasion, I got 2 slabs in that I was hoping would be my last couple slabs for the year. End up being the first couple slabs of the year because they took a while to ship. But just got these in and picked up the Strange Academy Finals 1 in 50 Momoko.
Oh, geez. Very nice. I'm at Girl 69 XYZ, everybody. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Marco. Put a pin in that one for a sec.
No, I feel honored.
If you want the private photo,
photos,
it's right there. Oh,
somebody blocked it.
Oh, so
now we never see the private photo.
I thought they would just come out for Rob, but I mean, me? Really? My goodness. Okay. Anyway, back to boring comics.
They think that slabs are sexy, and they are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Especially sexy slabbing comic book action.
My setup's all whack right now. By the way, I'm in the process of redoing everything, but you know how it goes. I guess you start moving one thing, and then you're like, oh, I better move this other thing on the other side of the house, and anyway, but yeah, so picked up that one, and as a completely coincidental matching pairing piece, I also grabbed Strange Academy 1 Momoko cover.
Very nice.
Magic as well. But big Momoko fan and big Magic fan, so 2 comics that I was pretty happy to add to the collection.
Very cool. I am a big fan of Magic, I gotta admit. I enjoyed Magic in the 80s when they started powering her up and making her Omega level. CJ, sadly, not yet. And you don't need to apologize for those sexy girls. They make up about 1,015 of all my subscribers, to be honest. Okay, so this is the part, everyone, where it's about to get a little interesting. We saved Brian for last, and that was for a special reason. Brian?
Yes, I had a little something extra in the pull box today. A little gift, an AOK from Nick the Comic Nerd. So I think I have his link queued up. I'll drop it. You guys can, if you don't know Nick, please go check him out.
Yes.
But it's a slab. I can tell you that much. I have no idea what it is, but nicely wrapped.
Do y'all have the same LCS?
Yeah, we lived.
Is that what you said?
We met up a few times at the LCS when the schedule. All right, this is I'm looking at the back here. It is a 9/8 Marvel Voices Legacy #1.
That's a
pretty good looking Spidey cover.
We got lots of love from Miles here. Remy?
Yeah!
So Nick, wow, thanks. Crazy gift. Thank you so much.
Yep. Hashtag never enough Nicks. Yep. Gabriel Delato. Yeah. Cali Comics is saying Gabriel Delato. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Gabriel Delato cover. Yeah, really cool. Unknown. So it's the Unknown Comics.
Yeah.
That's
Virgin
incredible. Edition. Very, very nice.
Yeah, really.
Nick's a good dude. Giving away beautiful slabs and doing great trades in fantasy football. Lots of love for Nick.
And then other Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Verse #11 book. Really cool cover.
Wow. Never seen that copy before.
Yeah. So Nick, thank you so much. He said he sent me a note on Instagram saying he was going to leave something for me at the shop, and I had no idea what it was. So really cool.
Good dude. And
I did pick up a couple things. Picked up the Marvel calendar, 2023 calendar at my shop.
Oh man!
Wait, can you show us what September is?
Can you show us what July is?
Let's see.
It's just a bunch of like trades that are coming out.
Shang-Chi, September.
Swing and a miss.
I think we start off with the X-Men.
Yes.
July, the best month.
July, let's see.
It's very patriotic. It's got to be Captain America.
Yeah, Louis, it was.
Doctor Strange
for great cover.
Oh, all right, Doctor Strange. I can handle that. Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
I did pick up a couple books. Couldn't pass this cover up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I would expect that from
ASM
you.
39 is probably one of my favorite covers of all time. So tough to pass that up. I went with so this is Spider-Man number 4, the Dan Slott story.
Yes.
I went with one of the variants. I have the A cover on order as well. So
that's a Marvel team up. That's a Marvel team up number 1 homage.
That's great. That's a great cover.
Is. Absolutely, Marvel team up number 1.
Yeah,
Flash we'll have him take a look in a moment. Is there a Moon Knight? If TJ asks about Moon Knight, then I'll deal with it.
Picked up Mr. Fix-It.
Fix-It. I did not get that.
He's got little legs.
Secret Invasion. This has been okay. It
we both got the wrong cover on that one, Brian. Yeah. Marco got the better one.
And this was from last week, but I had to pick this up. I really enjoy the series, and I didn't pick this up last week, so this is the
Junkyard
MASH.
I was going to say that looks like MASH.
That's the best issue yet. It's really good.
So,
I enjoyed that one as well.
Let's go back to the calendar. Let's see.
Ty Locks, man. Hope that you're doing well.
Karate. I'm sorry. Jiu-jitsu.
All right. So January is X-Men. February is Fury and the Howling Commandos. Ironheart for March.
That's my brother's.
Blade for April.
Ooh.
The vampires come out in the spring.
That's true. They do.
May is Avengers.
Okay. Yeah, Geiger's doing very well.
June?
No.
Gwen? Doctor Strange was July. We've got another Avengers for August. September was Shang-Chi. Oh, Howard the Duck. October.
Wow.
Miss Marvel for November.
I think you're getting slighted there, TJ.
Yeah. And House of X for December.
Nope.
Oh.
No Moon Knight.
No franchise
Sorry, TJ.
Wow.
Well, it looks like TJ's happy about Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
All right. So, that's, again, Nick was very kind.
Yes.
That is a hell of a 9.8 to leave behind. Gabriel Delato. I got to admit, I have a hard time pulling Gabriel Delato out of my PC. Once he gets in there, it stays in there, especially those black covers that he's doing with Spider-Man. And
that's a keeper. That's a PC keeper.
Yeah.
Trev,
the shipping guru, my man. Hope that you're doing well. Very good. All right. Again, everyone, I'm kind of feeling like not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday after that, I'll be doing my 1K giveaway. Make sure that you stick around, or make sure you pay attention to my channel for that. I don't want to get sued, so pardon me.
You're in Canada. It's okay.
Okay. That's okay.
They can't get you there, man.
You have to get Interpol involved, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
He only filed U.S. trademark, not international.
So everyone keep an eye on my channel. I will do a formal announcement on where, when. It'll probably be, like I said, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that, 7 p.m. And we may hit the new comic book day hangout on pause, just so I'm not interfering with other people's start times and channels and stuff like that.
This is your time.
But we're about to cross over the hour mark. Let's just talk about what we got coming up. Brian, what's happening on the Brian LCS YouTube channel?
We've got our 900 subscriber giveaway tomorrow night. We were initially going to do it at 8:30. We're bumping it to 9 p.m. Eastern. Gary B's got Scott Vaughn's S Vaughn 82 in the hot seat tomorrow night, so we'll give them some time, and we'll follow them right at 9:00 tomorrow.
Very good. Rob?
Well, hi. How are you?
Hello.
Thursday, that's tomorrow.
That's okay, TW.
At least here in America. In Australia, that might be today. But got a box. So a few boxes will open up that have some CGC slabs, including the most amazing remark I've ever seen in my life. Then Saturday, of course, we have only slabs, the first only slabs of the new year. And although we had one guest scheduled that had gotten a Christmas gift of a trip to Jamaica, we did a little scrambling. Yeah, and we did some scrambling. But we got a new guest for this Saturday, and really, at the end of things, it's probably the absolute right guest to have to kick off the new year, and that's Man Cave Comics is kicking it off for us to start the new year.
Doc is back.
Yeah,
Doc is back.
He's going in the Sanctum Sanctorium to pull out his stash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's great. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Come hang out with Chris and myself as we ring in the new year the way that we do, with a whole bunch of slabs and some amazing stories.
Very good. Jim.
You know, I set that up on my phone on Saturdays at like 2. It just I have it beep and it's like, oh, it's almost slab time. And then I have to go, crap, can I make it? Oh man, yes or no? But I just want you to know that's how it's in my head.
I appreciate that.
And my wife's going, "What's that buzz for?" I'm like, "It's not for you. Don't worry about it."
Go watch porn.
Right. I will probably
perfectly normal.
I have a pack game. I'm waiting on another package, so I'll have a mail call video coming up. I'm hoping to go out this Friday to shoot some more footage now that I have my chest-mounted camera, so I can do some more detecting videos. Yeah, that's about it. I'll have a few mail call videos and that. And I'm in the hot seat tomorrow with Gary. We're gonna chop it up with Scotty Vaughn.
Okay, Marco, what's coming up on Switch Comics?
Hopefully I get my damn room together. I should act. Well, Rob knows what it is. But I bought my very first DC slab, so hopefully that'll be in this week, and I'll get to show it off in some video this weekend. I'm close to I think 100 slabs, and I didn't have a DC one, and I was like,
and none of you would guess what it is.
It's a weird one, yeah. It's definitely out there, but I love it. The cover is sick, and I don't want to say it is right now. I already did a special reveal. Because I haven't even shown these off on my channel yet.
Yeah.
I did a community post, which was pretty fun. I was just like, I got my first DC slab. Anyone want to take a guess what it is? And no one's got it. Had some good guesses, some good educated guesses of things that would make sense. But this one I've never talked about on the channel.
Well, if nothing else, I hope that it's in time for your only slabs appearance.
Right.
Oh, for sure. I'm actually, it's funny. I'm so excited that's coming up. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what do I need to get before that happens? And that was kind of partially part of the reason. I was like, I got to get a DC slab. I got to at least have one. And I've been thinking about some other things. I'm trying to. I don't. When's my thing? Do you remember?
It's in February. I think it's February 11th, but I'll double check.
I gotta. I mean, it's not that big. I just wanted
no, it's not the 11th. I know that it's the 4th. Yes, you're February.
That sounds
4th.
right. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I probably won't be able to make it happen. I want to get some really big books this year, and 2 of them on my list are Avengers 1 and Tales of Suspense 39. And I was thinking maybe I could get an Avengers 1. I got some jobs lined up that should be paying me pretty well, but I don't know if that's going to happen before then or not. But regardless, I mean, I'll have stuff to show off. Other than that, I don't know. I don't even know what videos I'm going to be making this weekend. I keep a list of ideas of what I want to do, and then usually it's that day. I'm like, I'll do that one. But that's about it.
All right. Myself, I'll probably be dropping a Walmart video in the next couple days. Again, Saturday, join Rob and myself on Rob's Fat Stax Comics for Slab Hub, 2:30 Eastern.
For only slabs.
Where what?
For only slabs.
What did I say?
Slab Hub.
God damn it. See, someone threw me off.
Stuck in the past.
Yeah. And
it was Dan.
It was Dan.
Come on, Dan. Where Doc will be filling in, thankfully. And when Doc's on, it's always a good time. You do not want to miss when Man Cave Comics appears on Only Slabs.
Man Cave Comic 1.
Right. Appears on Only Slabs. It's always a terrific time, and you want to be there. Trust me. So with that said, again, everyone, thank you for your time. Thanks for hanging out with us on New Comic Book Day. On behalf of the panel, thank you very much, and stay safe out there, everyone. And prayers for
Hang loose, Mother Goose.